Hey, it's Sammy on Thursday, September 18th. We took 9 trades today for 301 points. The London Open ran way up a couple hundred points and it came all the way back down pre-market and then we went back up again. So we were trading both ways. Real basic analysis, but we leveraged that powerful optimizer data to trade both directions intra-session. So I was really late into this trade. I did have some great data, so I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to trade down to my checkpoint. I was up about 22 points or so. I was at a break even here, so I'm going to trail this down. This move did come off the high of day, and it ran quite a bit. So I'm not surprised. I only locked in plus 10 on this trade. Not a big deal. So we bounced pretty aggressively off my checkpoint, went back up, hit that minute kernel. We're going to come back down here. Really, the goal is to get down to VWAP. You can see how tiny the candles are. That means there's not a lot of aggression or price action in the market right now. The reason why, we are not even, I think we're just hitting the 8 o'clock hour. So, it's pre-market right now. So that can be expected. We're going to trail this. Once we pop through this checkpoint, trail this with a plus 20. We are still working our way down. Had I just stayed in that very first trade and just let it chop its way down, I would have locked in the full 59 points or whatever. Instead, I'm taking chunks out of it. That's okay. We're trailing again. We're going to end up with another plus 10. So out of this entire cycle, we got about 40 points so far this morning, and that's all right. Now, I know I'm taking a little bit of a risk here trying to get down because we're at VWAP, that pink line is volume weighted average price. Very important stopping point for the market. It's a value determining point during the market. So we're gonna make sure we protect the trade. We're gonna end up with a break even here. All right, now, so that red news fires and we're gonna jump in here. You can see we're starting to get that movement down. We're gonna break through this VWAP area here. There's not a lot of volume underneath here, so we're looking to end up actually going all the way down to VPOC. There's a few things we're probably gonna bump in the way. We're gonna keep trailing just to protect ourselves and lock in those small profits on the way because they do add up. So you can see here, we're gonna lock in 20 more points. All right, so here's the open. We are short, and we got a lot of data telling us this thing's gonna short down, at least down to that second deviation band. We're now at pivot. That thick line is our battlefront. That's the 50 Fibonacci. The pink line is pivot, and here's the open. This black tracer is previous day's close. That is a lot of confluence for price to react. So we're trying like crazy to get out of this trade. We're gonna end up with 34 points on here when the order finally fills. All right, now we let that market chop. You can see to the left, we were in that little opening salvo. It bounced up to the 61.8. It bounced up to 6 o'clock last night's open or session open. We're now at New York open, okay? We failed to sell through the low of day. That's also a GAN line down there for sell through at the 50 Fibo. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Pivot, New York open, deviation band, everything, but we are reversing out. We're trailing. We're going aggressively up to the VWAP for 70 points. Now, we didn't quite hit VWAP. We're rolling over. Our data is coming back into alignment with that high time frame data, okay? So we're coming back down to the open here. We're going to try and, We're going to try and go all the way through to the 38.2. That would be our next level down here. We've got a low of day in the way. There's pivot. There's a lot of reasons this trade, we're going to be very aggressive trailing this down because we don't have full confluence. We still have strong data to the downside. We're going to lock in 50 points. All right, so that pivot failed. We're gonna go up to VWAP now. That's that pink floating line up there. We got a checkpoint over here to the left. That checkpoint is our 5-minute open range breakout. We're gonna punch through that, right? We went down and tested pivot. Now look to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times now we've tested pivot. We are gonna trail this very aggressively because we're only working with short time frame data. This moves out of character. And we're actually getting up here. We're trying to smack out of the trade because we're not getting filled, but it punches through and gives us 87 points.